Hey everybody, I'm here in the upper villages of Daybreak, and stay till the end so I can teach you about why SEGO's rooftops are different than anybody else's. So here in Cascade Village, in the upper villages of Daybreak, we've got a plethora of model homes, and I'm actually a stone throw away from here. So I'm an expert, I know all of these different ones, and I want to show you SEGO's Adventurer floor plan. It's beautiful, it's got a ton of amazing features, and the reason I wanted to show it to you is because SEGO is built different. Right? A lot of new construction nowadays, you question the quality, you question the labor, but SEGO takes energy efficiency super serious. So as we hop in the garage at the end, I'll tell you about the different energy efficiencies. I'll tell you about why SEGO's a little bit different, but I really want to show you this beautiful Adventurer floor plan by SEGO Homes. So you can kind of tell by the outside that modern, different, futuristic is a little bit of the SEGO vibe, which is exciting, right? We want to live in the future. We don't want to live in the past. And so coming into SEGO, I get it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if this is yours, SEGO might be the builder for you. So walking into their open floor plan, you got an eye on that Contempo style kitchen. Beautiful, open. I mean, imagine hosting in this thing. You've got your quartz countertops with the waterfall that goes all the way down. Something that I missed, to be honest with you, is this awesome kitchen. Right up top, you've got a vent hood that vents to the outside. Me being 6'2", I didn't even realize it was under there. And my camera lady at 5'2" missed it as well. So super cool feature that you can have the hood without the bulk and the look. You know, some people love that chef's kitchen look, but this Contempo style hides it and gives you this sleek feel that's clean, minimalistic, and a lot of what people are looking for nowadays. Looking at the beautiful modern cabinets, one thing that's a necessity. I don't know if you're like me, the pull-out trash cans. Cutting, throwing everything right in the pull-out, hiding that away so your trash can's not out, not visible. On top of that is the butler's pantry. Every luxury home needs a butler's pantry, and it's not luxury without the under cabinet lighting. All the additional storage, the additional prep space, the cookie jars. So, tons of amazing features that make this kitchen different, make this kitchen sleek, modern, that Contempo style that they've got here in SEGO. So diving into the open floor plan, a little bit more that I want to point out is most people are going to eat at the bar, but with your dining table space, you've got plenty of room. If you want to fit your family of 6 that they've got laid out here, awesome. If you need to expand for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for additional events, there's lots of room for you to be able to grow. And come here, I don't know if you know what this feature is. Everyone loves their dog. There's a huge statistic that says people move because of their dog. If the home doesn't fit the dog, the home's not the home for you. And so having this built-in doggy door that goes to your own personal side yard gives you that dogging-loving space where the dog has his space, and we'll show you your space over here after we look at this amazing living room, because outdoor living is something that's huge to SEGO. So let's hop on over here. I mean, look at this built-in. I tried to do one of these at my house. It almost looks this good, but not even close. The built-in shelves are an amazing feature. They've got the gas fireplace with the glass in there. I love the rectangular look with that modern feel. And something that they did really nice with that TV, being able to have that picturesque TV, all of the cords hidden, and they run through the wall and pop out right down here. So if you're curious, all of your HDMI cords hidden right here for your gaming systems, your TV things, your cable. Most people just stream and do everything online, so cables aren't as big of a deal now. But if you want your internet connected, you want your gaming systems, you want your Blu-ray, you want your VHS, you've got options there. So I told you outdoor space was something really important to SEGO. So let's go through here and show you this, if I can get it unlocked. Not 1, not 2, but 3 giant sliding glass doors lead you to this porch. They've got Trex decking. They've got a cute little patio, furniture with a fireplace, with a table. nice place when it's not freezing cold that you can come out, enjoy the evening, a lot of shade with the pergola, the fairy lights. You've got the outlet to make everything possible. And so, if you're familiar with Daybreak, yards are not what they're known for. Giant yards aren't a Daybreak thing, but having a little bit of something is super important. Something for your dog to run on, something for you to go out and play on, something for you to have a fire pit. And that's something that SEGO was able to do with this one. You're able to have a little bit of grass space back here, a lot of xeriscaping to make maintenance low, to save on water, because we didn't have enough snow this year to be able to be wasting a lot of water this summer. So xeriscaping, being able to have this efficient landscaping is super important. And also, with street space, having a driveway is fantastic as well. So with their garage, they've got the driveway where you can park your car, enjoy your driveway, and still have space in your garage. So, beautiful outdoor space, but let's head on back inside and see what else SEGO has to offer. Just because we can, let's go in a different door. So heading to the right, we've got the office space. So something that's unique about this office space is they've got an option that they have built in this one to create somewhat of like a mother-in-law suite. So typically it's an office, and right here is where the house will cut off. At this model home, they've built an ensuite. So if you've got a mother-in-law, you've got an injury, you've got someone that wants to be here on the main floor, there's a sleek little ensuite here to be able to have a closet, have a bathroom, not need to be able to do stairs. But if stairs are a problem for you, SEGO just built a floor plan. They've got master on the main floor. They're building their first floor plan right now. So if you're interested in that, reach out. But this is also an option. It's not a grandiose master, but it is an option to be able to have that. So my camera lady, her first floor plan that she saw of a SEGO was this one. Right here you'll see a little, what almost looks like a half bath, but then continues on to a shower. In that original floor plan, they turned that shower into a dog wash area. So apologies everybody, camera died. So mudroom, beautiful built-ins, but let's walk out to this garage really quick. So they've got the epoxy flooring, and it talks a little bit about who SEGO is, what SEGO is. Obviously this is now kind of like a sales office, but I want to show you around the space that you would have in a garage. I'll point out what this is if you're not familiar with what that is. But coming over here, SEGO likes to brag a little bit about their zero emissions home, their energy efficiency home. So instead of boring you and reading all of this, I'll let you pause. And if you want to read more about it, you're more than welcome to. But their walls, their ceilings, their windows, their health, green, smart is kind of their goal. They've got energy chargers in here. And something that I've learned a little bit about is this HERS score index. So average score, about 130, standard new home, about 100. SEGO has a 62 and a zero emissions home is a 41. So their goal is zero emissions. It's not an easy task, but that's making sure that your home is efficient, energy efficient to be able to make things happen. So what I love about SEGO throughout their model homes is they've always got these little stickers to kind of explain what things are. Obviously they've got an optional man cave here. We were joking a little bit, that's a pretty small man cave. So something that I'll point out to you, Daybreak has some funky little rules and you want to know about them before you move to Daybreak. Because if you don't, you might hate Daybreak. There's a handful of people that hate Daybreak. There's even more that love Daybreak. And Daybreak might not be for you. But what I'd use that space for is you're not allowed to have your trash cans visible from the streets. So having that little pop out there gives you a place to hide your trash cans and not take up space in your garage for where your cars can be and where your additional storage can be. So, little tip and trick. So when we go upstairs, I'll show you, right before we go upstairs, what this vacuum system is. SEGO models are known for never getting dusty. The reason being is right here, you've got a built-in vacuum. So when you vacuum up your house, you vacuum up your dust, instead of the filter being inside of your house and going through a filter and then shooting the air back into your house, it goes into your garage. So does your garage get dusty? Maybe a little bit, but they've got awesome filters. But this throws everything out to the garage so that things really don't get dusty in here. So they've got a few of these different hoses hidden throughout the house so that you can clean up and keep your home as clean as possible. So again, I mentioned details. Look at that. They've got a 4-story townhome that has a light that hangs all the way through the stairs, but this is a beautiful touch in my opinion. Model homes are best for inspo. So I'm going to take you through a few of these bedrooms. Hop over to this one. They've got them all staged for different occasions, different personalities, different people. But sometimes it's fun to look at and be like, okay, instead of hopping on Pinterest, let's check this out in real life. What could I potentially do with this space? And that's what I love about model homes is you can buy this, sure it'll be white walls everywhere, but you get an idea of what you could potentially do in the future. Jumping over here is the bathroom that the 2 bedrooms would share up here. Amazing wallpaper. Keeps the amazing, elegant style that they've had throughout the rest of the home. And this room's the cutest. I've got a 1-year-old little girl, so this just warms my heart seeing the dusty pink, the teddy bear, the cute little house bed. My son actually has a house bed as he got out of his crib that's very similar to that, so kind of mixes the love I've got for both my little kiddos. So we're getting pretty close to talking about the what makes a rooftop deck here different with SEGO. But before we do that, I want to show you this laundry room and a little bit about this little door. This is your master closet. So I'll show you around the other side, but you can put all of your laundry from your master closet, wheel it right into your laundry room, and not have to do that little trick back and around. So a few things I love about this master bedroom as you come in here are the vaulted ceilings. So upstairs has 9-foot ceilings, but vaulting them feels even bigger. This is something that you usually get in a Rambler floor plan. On a 2-story, this is rare. And so that's one thing that I love. On top of the windows, the access to the porch that we're going to show you in a second is the vaulted ceilings, the windows, and then your ensuite bathroom. So hop in there. You've got a his and a her sink with the soaker tub right in between. The nice thing is, I'm sure you're a bit like me, and your spouse or you takes a little bit more of the counter space than they deserve. So this is nice because it separates it into 2 different sinks. So you make as big of a mess on your sink, and they've got as big of a mess on their sink, and neither of you guys are getting into each other's space, and you have your own mirror, your own sink, your own drawers, your own space, and then you share the shower. That's what the rain shower head is for up top. But peek in this closet and go one more peek of where that door connects over to the laundry room right there on the floor. So I promised you, what makes a rooftop deck with SEGO different than anybody else? And this is it. They've actually partnered with Bullfrog Spas, get different discounts with Bullfrog Spas, because they make all of their rooftop decks capable of holding a hot tub. You think, oh, everybody can do that. No, there's a few things you need. You need support. This doesn't weigh just a few pounds. You can't carry this up the stairs. They crane these bad boys up. So you've got to have it support, you've got to have drainage. On top of that, they've got a hose bib so that you can refill it up, and electrical work. So it's not just a normal standard outlet. They've got that so you can add your fairy lights and add anything else. But they've got full electricity to be able to power a bad boy like this. And not only is there space for a hot tub that's connected to your ensuite, but your kids can also get to, there's space to actually sit, lounge, and enjoy, as well as all of this open space. So here, you've got your cove house, you've got the water course, you've got the mountains, you've got beauty to be able to enjoy. Whether it's hot, whether it's cold, you can come out here, enjoy this beautiful SEGO floor plan. So thanks everybody. I want to show you really quick the basement. This one's unfinished, but I think it leaves you a lot of possibilities because right now there's only 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms actually finished. So going in the basement, you've got room to grow, you've got room to expand, and a lot of potential. So this floor plan's starting out right around $750. You've got room to grow, into a 5-bedroom home. So most basements feel like a basement. This basement with the extra tall ceilings being 9 feet doesn't feel as much like a basement. So they've got this laid out for your living space. Bedroom number 1 over there, or opening it up into more of a game closet, being able to have space there. Utility closet, you don't need to come over here and see it. But something I want to point out is talking to builders and being able to go above and beyond. Drainage lines are the worst to install after the fact. So they decided, hey, let's put a drainage line here, so if you want to have a wet bar, you've got a drain so your sink can go straight in and you can have that access if that's the upgrade you want. Over here it gets a little bit dark. Forgot where the light switch is. But you've got bedroom number 1. They do have it framed for 2 doorways, so you could either have a closet and then a bedroom, or 1 large bedroom. I probably would prefer a large bedroom, but if storage is your thing, they've got that option as well. And right in this little dark cave over here is where your bathroom would be. Nice, tucked away from everything else, and a great option to be able to have a great living space, storage, 2 bedrooms, a wet bar, and a bathroom here in your SEGO basement. They're willing to finish it if you start from dirt, if you want to do it afterwards and save some money on the front end. SEGO's got options. SEGO's amazing. SEGO's built different. I love their efficiency. I love their modern take on life. And they're different things that they add to the home, like the doggy door, the rooftop deck with a hot tub, the central vacuum that goes inside the walls. You know, they've got a lot of funny things in this home, a lot of fun things in this home. So let me know, what's your favorite feature of this SEGO Adventurer home? And is this the home for you? Would you like a private tour? Let me know.